So, have you saw the news headline that read, an Instagram influencer reportedly could not sell 36 t-shirts to 2.6 million followers? Let's talk about it. Just because someone has a large number of followers on their page does not mean anything. We look at that as a vanity metric inside of the social media marketing world. So when you say, Keisha, well, what's a vanity metric? A vanity metric is pretty much an empty metric or a meaningless metric from the inside out. So while this looks like it's all fine and dandy from the outside looking in, like, oh, this person has X, Y, and Z million followers. This person has X, Y, and Z billions of followers. But if they fail to do one major component with those followers, then they are planning to fail. So you may be asking, well, what's the major thing? If I have the followers, that should be good enough. Wrong answer. You need to have engagement of your followers on your page. Engagement is the big piece to this whole social media thing. So how do you effectively get people to take action on buying the 36 t-shirts, on going to the link in your bio, on responding to you on a post? You have to have effective strategy behind your engagement. We call that an engagement strategy. The truth is, if you fail to engage the followers of your page, then you cannot convert any type of sale. So whether you have 1 million followers, 1 billion followers, 1,000 followers, 100 followers, if you cannot convert them, you're doing it wrong. So when we talk about conversion rates inside of the social media space, if you can't sell to 100 people, you surely can't sell to 1,000, and you sure can't sell to the millions and the billions. So how do we effectively engage those people who are followers of our page? There are 3 different ways that I want to talk to you about engaging your followers to actually get them to convert and do what you want them to do. So the 3 types are reaction, amplification, and direct response. Reaction. This is really to see, are your followers paying attention to what you're posting? How do you do this? You can do this by prompting questions to get them to respond to what you're doing. So you can ask a question as a post itself. So if you do a text-based post, or you can ask a question inside of your caption. That it doesn't always have to be a question. You can also tell people to drop their favorite emoji, send me a direct response in my DM. So, hey, it goes down in the DM. You just want to see, are people paying attention to what you are posting? That is the first type of engagement that we want to talk about today. So how do we do this? We do this again by using text-based posts, by using your brand voice inside of your captions to get people to take action, to do something. What is it that you want them to do? Is it to drop that emoji? Is it to comment a certain word? So you can say comment below go, and people comment go. Or do you want them to go ahead and send something to you, or send a particular word to you inside of your direct messenger? So that's something that you want to think about. The second thing is amplification. So you want to amplify your content. This is how you know your content is really, really good. Are people sharing your posts? So now that means that your content is moving beyond just the followers that you have on your page. And now they're going to your followers page, right? Their followers who follow them, and their followers and their followers, so on and so forth. You're amplifying the content. That's how you know it's really, really good, right? So if people, are they sharing your content? You can determine if people are sharing your content on Facebook by just seeing the numbers of shares. You can determine this also in your insights on Instagram. So how many times has that little airplane taken off? That's so cute, the airplane. How many times has it taken off? Okay, so how many times has that airplane taken off? When you see, have people shared this to their stories? Have they shared this to a direct messenger with someone that they know who could benefit from this content? You want your content to be amplified. The third thing is direct response. So now we're getting into that link in bio. So are you effectively driving traffic to your website? Are you effectively driving traffic to your email list for people to sign up, for people to join some course that you're doing, a webinar, whatever it is? That direct response will show you that your engagement levels are extremely effective and they are working very well. So how many people are actually signing up for your email list, right? How many people are going into that course? How many people are buying a product? How many people are clicking on the link in the bio to get to your website? What's that direct response? You will be able to determine those numbers by, again, looking at your metrics. all across the board, from your social media platforms to your landing pages, so on and so forth. So you want each of those types of engagements. Now, here's a special tip that I want to share with you, is that for each post that you create, you want to focus in on having one type of engagement per post. So we call this call to actions. So you don't want to just post a pretty post and someone's like, oh, this is great, I double tapped and then I carried on. You want them to actually do something as a result of seeing your content. So do you want them to click the link in your bio? Do you want them to share this with a follower or a friend that they may know could benefit from this content? Or do you want them to simply drop their favorite emoji or share a catchphrase or word on your post? So you have to determine, what is this piece of content that I'm posting going to do for my brand, and how is it going to benefit my followers, so that I can see if this content is truly effective and working on my behalf. So use one of those 3 tips that I've shared with you on your post and just see how it goes for you. And I would love to hear from you. Share it with me inside of my DM and we could talk a little bit more. Happy digital marketing.